Welcome back as we work to connect with each other and with Jesus. Christmas is just a couple of days away, and over the last several years I've noticed there's been a growing trend on how do we make sure Jesus stays focal in Christmas. I especially remember the conversation when a lot of the businesses would instruct their employees to say Happy Holidays. They could no longer say Merry Christmas. And that brought a lot of indignation and frustration from Christians who I actually talked to people who, when they would encounter Happy Holidays, would look real mean and grum and say, Merry Christmas. And it's one of those things where, as that was happening, I recognized the world has no desire to keep Jesus at the center of Christmas. That's the church's job. But if we're honest with ourselves, followers of Jesus aren't going to beat people into submission to talking about Christmas, to keeping Jesus at the center of Christmas. Most of us are familiar with the classic Christmas movie, A Charlie Brown Christmas, where throughout the whole movie, Charlie Brown is trying to figure out what the meaning of Christmas is. And he gets frustrated and he eventually says, doesn't anybody know what Christmas is all about? Well, enters Linus. And one of the things about Linus that we recognize is his blanket goes with him. It's his security blanket. It's his safety. It's the thing that makes him feel comfortable. And Charlie Brown is asked, what is Christmas all about? And Linus says, sure, I know. And he goes on to quote Luke chapter 2 in the traditional Christmas story. But there's a subtle moment where Linus has his blanket, his security, his comfort, the thing that makes him feel safe, and he drops it on the ground. And that moment is when the angels are talking to the shepherds, and the angels say, fear not. So Linus is dropping his security, his comfort, his safety, because he trusts in God. And that's one of the things that we can help the world do today. Christmas is a wonderful time to talk about Jesus. It's a wonderful time where we can help people see that there's hope, that the security, the comfort they have may not be what they think it is. Because the world is searching for something. People are navigating this world thinking there's got to be more to Christmas than gifts, good food, having fun with friends and family. And that something more is Jesus. But what we must first and foremost do is we have to recognize what are the securities in our own life. What are the comforts? What are the safety nets that we have installed? And how can we drop them at Jesus and say, I trust you and I'm no longer going to fear? Because once we do that, we can help other people drop their blanket too. Stay connected to each other and in Jesus.